the solo controller. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like that Viper can get too much on the defensive side because it's quick out towards mid. It's Chloe, the first to fall, and something that I didn't get a chance to mention about Kath, but this IGL likes to lead from the front, so you can expect her to be a heavy fragger no matter what role she's playing.
And it's great to have that as well. It gives a sign of confidence to it that you can implement and you can transfer to the rest of your team, which is great to have to start off a pistol run and to start off a match like this one where there's so much at stake to continue having those victories, but only one can come up on top. A couple of trees that we get to see, and it's a 4v3, a post plan with not the greatest numbers to work with, but definitely possible for this set of Misfits.
And look at the Viper walls again, just a little different. The defensive one we'll get to in a second if we see it again. But look at the attacker side, right? It's going to block off this tunnel area. It's going to make it a little bit harder to get vision from Nest as well. It also blocks off the arches, and while the flashes are just so good, and it's Kath again leading from the front, the tip of the spear for the squad. Unfortunately punished for one. Slandy has a lot to get done and only a little bit of health to do it. Nice flash on the outside. We'll find the next to 3K. Match to Kath's 4K. And the other defender so far off the site. This could be perfect, but Slandy has to go right here. She's running out of time. There's only moments left. And Emily...
do everything to once again stop a little bit more of that momentum from the defense.
Here. Enemy kill.
Tough. This is a tough round. We see a minor investment in way of Misfits. Slandy going to be rocking the Marshall. The rest of the team really just sitting with what they got. Chloe trying to get something cheeky done. The shorty up close and personal, but sniffed out by the Owl drone. Will be forced away from the angle. And this should be TSM looking to hit the side. Slandy, no way. Dodonut hits that shot some way, somehow. I mean, you give her an inch, she'll take a mile. I don't even know what to say about that. That was a crazy shot to open up that B site.
This is what I was talking about, though. The potential of those marshals into the second round that really turned out to be a disaster for whoever has to catch the bullet in the head. And that means another post plan here the Misfits have to face, and they have to retake this with no Sky, with no Soba, no initiators to work with. So they're going to be caught right in the hands of TSM, ready for the action. There's a Prime Gaming Flawless coming in.
And I'm wondering if we see it out towards the A site in this round, or they look to save it. Or this B side, excuse me, here in this round, should they get on? Because these Spectres up close and personal, they're going to do work against the rifles here. Nice flash. What? Nobody even sees the jet. Things get completely sloppy on the B side. Here comes the Viper's Pit. The domain expansion to lock things down, and TSM surely just around the corner from a third round.
Slandy and Chloe, they were definitely not expecting everyone to be pushed so fast forward for TSM, where now another post one, there's going to be a Viper's Pit to deal with. That makes the visibility so much more difficult to deal with. The numbers already not in the side of Misfits, and TSM, they're going to wait, they're going to hide inside of it.
Yeah, forced stand here for the attackers turned defenders as they look to defend the spike. Spray through. Maddie look to push aggressively. Has to answer to Athena. Unsuccessful in doing so. Spray out towards tunnel. Also not going to find its mark as Luna looks to fight her way on out and does a bit of damage, but it's not enough.
Caught off guard for now 3 rounds in a row. They're not expecting TSM to be pushing that forward, but TSM, it's taking any opportunity to catch the enemy off guard, and this is what is now giving them such an advantage in the map alone.
I mean, the confidence pouring, right? You got Dodonut rocking the operator here on the attacking side. Trying to add insult to injury here in this round. Oof. This Kath dances with death. Marshall on the other side of the hole. Doesn't always bode well, but she's able to walk away, keeping the Viper fully intact. The first op shot, not quite gonna find its mark either. We go back and forth in way of trying to take position out towards mid in this tunnel area, and unfortunately Slandy the first to fall. Maddie close behind as Chloe, sheriff in hand, takes a duel with Athena. We'll lose it out as we've seen in previous rounds. And a fourth once more on the docket for this TSM squad. A flash out over the top. It doesn't get popped, but Vernina still not enough. The rifle's just a bit too strong. TSM just a bit too strong. And finally, Dodonut's able to get some return on investment.
Spike
And the last couple of duels that we're seeing as well, they're taking place one by one, which means that Luna is left alone, only a Marshall in her hands to work with, and her positioning has already been spotted, potentially going to get surrounded. Yeah, and taken down. Athena was just waiting for that opportunity, and there is no...
That have been able to do anything. So now we're here, round 5. It's our second full buy for Misfits. And they've got to show us something. Chloe pushed aggressively. I'm wondering if this position's going to be noted. The operator just around the corner, but no angle given over to the op just yet. No, Vernina walks right on into it. Dodonut happy to cash in on that kill. Chloe comes around the corner, and Dodonut does it again. 30 HP. And one more player to worry about. It's Slandy to find the shots through the box. A flash to the opposite side. The owl drone, but Slandy flashed up herself, and across the map, everybody's starting to fall, and it's Maddie to play around the world to head over towards this A site. The lone player here in a 1v4. She might just opt into saving this weapon.
One of the best possibilities after this one, Misfits, they are not going to have a lot of economy to work with. I believe there's going to maybe ultimates to save, but yeah, not even that, not even saving the last chance. So another round here for TSM is a 5
players. Meanwhile, the economy, it's flourishing on the side of TSM. It's all Gucci, everything. The way that the skins that they've purchased. 3 players out towards mid. They're going to take their shots out towards the dart, excuse me. So it's going to give some info over to TSM. And with this info, they're looking to play safe. They know that Misfits want to get aggressive. And oh, Dodonut's there to punish the first. It's Vernina to fall. And now Chloe looking to reposition, but nothing to be had just yet. TSM, a lot of respect given over to this defense thus far.
It's such an aggressive, toxic screen as well that we get to see in mid. It was enabling a little bit of Misfits to take over and to cross it, see how much damage they were able to put. But to that, TSM respond by rotating immediately. They're not going to be caught off guard. They're not going to be punished through the toxic screen. So now is an A hit, and it's already working out for TSM. One by one, Misfits are getting taken down discerningly. Slandy left in the same position that we saw them take in, and potentially getting surrounded again, but already having a better idea. The classic, trying to do the job. We'll do just that, but 4 more to go.
Yeah, 4 more to go. It's a lot to ask, especially with 56 HP. If you could line these up here, that wouldn't feel too bad. And at the end of the day, damage, although it doesn't feel the best because the economy is pretty good on the side of TSM at least.
Information to work with, but without the opening pick, without the numbers advantage, the situation for them turns into something so much more difficult, because the rotations are already going to take so long. The information, the utility was already invested, like we get to see once again with the Trailblazer. And TSM, they're not going to waste a single second. So again, I do like this approach. Misfits playing a little bit more aggressive, trying to take that much control, potentially catching this out of TSM off guard, but they're prepared for it.
Yeah, I mean, TSM, they're just ready for it. As Chloe flies for her life there, able to sneak away from the Hunter's Fury, but a teammate falling across the map. Dodonut again, operator in hand, able to find a frag here on the B site. It's Slandy. Look to defend this position. Ooh, okay, nice shot there. Emily back turn. Gonna give one over to Chloe. They're not expecting one more on the B site. The dash on in. Dodonut takes another op shot. Unfortunately, doesn't land. She'll go up atop the walls here, and it's a ghost to finally sit this guy down. A much more winnable situation here for Misfits Black, though. 2v3. Blades are online, but they're not needed just yet as Vernina evens the odds. The defense looks to play the retake here, but Dodonut still has the operator. Falls off the position. Both here of Misfits coming from Nest, and it's going to be the op duel to get us started. Chloe just going wide on the first shot. Now to swap over to a rifle and try and retake this site.
I'm trying to see what the possibilities are going to be here. It's a 2v2, but the time can be running out very quickly for the set of Misfits. They have to move. They have an operator and the right idea of where TSM can be hiding. 3K for the Jets in another round for Teal.
Very aware. TSM, I mean, we saw it that last play, right? Luna's out towards mid, pops up on the box, and Emily's just ready to find the kill from elbow. And then we do it again. We literally go right back to it where Dodonut starts things off with an early op kill. Fortunately, Hunter's Fury is enough to trade it back. Cat, though, just being a thorn in the side. Opening up the doors, now looking for more. Tagged up in the blade. Leaving the odds once more as Chloe forced to dash away. Now the blade's completely expended. As Maddie pops the tour de force, looks to fight back in the 2v2. So again, another situation that's winnable here for Misfits Black. Now it's all down to Maddie. Position revealed. He's only got the tour de force to work with here. I guess sure you could count the headhunter for something. 3 rounds left. The clock ticking down, and TSM looking to put 8 in a row together. Unless Maddie has something to say about it.
This is the last chance here for Maddie. And to see what she's able to do, but taking those duels one by one, that is something that TSM, they don't really want to allow. They're going to play back, turning up. You already lost so many members, you don't have any utility, that the chances and the odds end up on going for TSM.
Yeah, and speaking of going, TSM going it quick on the take, but Maddie, stalwart in the defense, will find the first Landy's there to trade it back. Unfortunately, the rest of the team still looking to push on here out towards mid. Leah for timing on the lurk. They hang out towards Stacks and eventually find Luna Fox. Kath doesn't quite have that spike. It's in a pretty vulnerable spot, and it looks like Misfits, they've got an eye on it. Toxic Screen going to allow for safe passage here for Athena to grab that spike, and another Viper Spit here will lock down the B site. Spike tossed on over. Players just outside the pit. And 3v3, but an operator in one of the hands. And well, speaking of, it's this player right here in Chloe. Gonna push forward with just the class as Maddie falls just behind her. The decay seems to be too much. In this round, it might just be too much. TSM explosive in the take. Now, backstab just around the corner. The dink, it's there, but the kill is not. And Vernina gonna get spotted out by the trap wire and doesn't really have a way on into this site. You would need to find something immediately here as you hear the spike ticking. Time is just not on Vernina's side. Operator shot goes wide for Athena. And it's all about containment now. Trying to keep these TSM players on the die to the spike.
Yeah, there's really no time here. Last one gets taken down. Another round. Seeing the opposite side of where the operator is. To take that control that Misfits has been trying to have, but every single round has been so fast. TSM, again, they just have a better read of what Misfits is bringing. Now, at least with the Seekers trying to change things around, TSM pushing forward. 1 HP for Chloe.
Yeah, and just gets nothing in response. Now dies through the toxic screen. Luna scoops up one, so odds even. The Bulldog, it finds the dink, but again, just not enough damage to sit the players down. And TSM in another post-plant situation. Usually things end well for the squad in black and white when things like that happen. But this round, it's getting a little more black and white, a little less gray here. Maddie pushes on. Nice Guardian shot to the side of the head. Athena falls, and well, Emily and Donut, they got to find their way out of this one. They got a flash and a Trailblazer to play with. There goes the guiding light. It is going to find the blind. How much more is there behind it? If the op shot doesn't land, it's Maddie instead for 2 on the round. Here comes the flash. The Poison Cloud is up, and Emily has to hold her ground, has to plant her feet and try and stop the defuse. And I think she may have done enough. It's going to come down to milliseconds, but I believe Vernina should have the defuse, and Misfits Black will have their first on the board.
Misfits safeguard by Misfits pushing forward, and it was running out of time. It was a situation where it had to be a now or never for them, and Misfits, they get the better of it, at least for this round.
Oh my god, Donut with the disrespect was just hoping that somebody would push her through mid doors after being tagged by the drone, and Slandy says, okay, we'll do just that. Finds a kill through the box. Unfortunately, is punished in response. But at the end of the day, it's a 1 for 2 in favor of Misfits Black. Finally, they find themselves in an advantageous position early in these rounds, but now they have to find the way to hold on to it. The setup from Maddie is a little confusing to me. With the trademarks the way they are on the B side, it seems that they want to put a lot of emphasis here because sure, TSM have been playing this way quite often, but now with Dodona dead, the trademarks not going to get too much value here, and it's not another fast hit this way. We'll see how much they do in way of slowing things down. Drone to clear things out. Poison Cloud try and sneak on through. Maddie going to get caught, taken down from atop her perch. Well, Luna trying to play the rotation. Nice shot there. Takes the head off of one. Finds another. 2 kills on the round for Luna. Now Vernina looking to close it out, but no, it's Chloe instead, and Misfit. They found a way. Plays from TSM being punished. Most previously, Dodonut getting tagged up by the drone. And it's easy shots through that box out towards mid pillar. And it finds the Jet 6 feet under. And now it's one less player to worry about, but most importantly, a strong player, right? You saw Dodonut, you saw Cats at the top of that leaderboard. You take away those rifles and the firepower, it's obviously a bit less. They splash around the corner. Emily gonna fall. That's the spike. Now spotted, not quite in hand. Slandy's forced to back away. Dodonut not able to find a kill out towards mid, working hand in hand with Kath, but here we go. The rifles are starting to wake up, Dryad.
Yeah, Msf Vs Tsm looking so much better this time around. Everyone alive. A little bit of damage that was taken for Slandy after she was able to get that kill. But managing to stay alive is the most important thing here now. Hunter security coming up, trying to get some information, trying to spot where the side of TSM can be hiding. But with 3 members alive, the situation for TSM becomes so much more difficult. You can see them right in the middle of the map, spike, potentially aiming towards V.
Yeah, wall up to block the arches. Nice shot backside to find Slandy, but do they find Vernina? Wall of her own. Dona goes up and over the top hall of the Owl Drone. Spots her out, they take her down. Now the odds are even, and TSM still fighting for that 10-2 half. Those shock darts might delay the plan. Athena taking heaps of damage, but walks away battered and bruised, but still alive. Donut holds the angle. Operator in hand. 2 players just on the other side. Jiggle Peak is there. Shots don't quite land. Goes to the next one now. Forced to reload, but the rifle here from Cap. It's online once more. Tries to find Maddie, but it's traded right back in a 2v2, but low HP on the side of TSM. The shock darts to look to chip away. The tour de force is online. Things are getting awkward as though Donut finds the reload. Athena finds the spray down, and TSM finds the 10-2 half. Towards the end, we'll see if their pistols can do the same to get this comeback going. Or else, like I was saying during the break, like I said in the last series when we caught the map 3, Dryad, everything that we touch seems to turn to ashes or turn to 13-5.
Okay. I don't know if it's gonna end up looking like that, but let's say that the swing of the game is definitely going for the side of TSM. Double digits already in that first half is leaving a statement of how strong this team is looking into this one, and they don't want to stop that momentum. They're gonna keep it going.
And like, what can you even do? Donut is just having one hell of a day, if not a day, one hell of a series. But Slandy's here, and Slandy has something to say about it. Steals 2 kills back from TSM to keep things even, but the attack has to continue pushing forward. That's not the direction they're headed, though. Oh no, and Vernina is flirting with the idea of dropping through the vents. Is gonna opt against, and TSM completely unaware of where this Misfits team is playing, but Leah is about to get all the information that she needs. The flank is being watched, but all 3 spotted. Means TSM can rotate back towards the A site, but look at Misfits. It's the back and forth. Don't want to give it up. Ghost in hand, Leah Panda always gonna have to answer to a whole lot, and unfortunately can't do it. Nice classic shots from Vernina. Find the head of Leah Panda, put her under. Now in the 3v2 with 40 seconds left on the clock. The Donut, what do you got for us? 2 kills early. Needs to find some more. There's the 3rd, the 4th, and 5th just around the corner, but the spike is down. Here comes the leaping Vernina, but Dodo good for 4. Now Slandy has to get it all done herself. A 4K on the round is what she needs. Ooh, and a 3K, what she finds. A 4K, it just escapes her. It's TSM for the pistol.
Before we went into that break, before we went into the second half, you know, Misfits, they have nothing to work with. It's gotta be a force buy that we get to see from some of the members. You understand there's so much at stake, and that comeback, it seems to be fading away right in front of them.
Oh, nobody timed on the peak there. Door open, rendezvous to safety though for Maddie, so nobody directly around the corner, but the paranoia starts to set in. It buys out a snake bite and the Owl Drone. Meanwhile, the site has been taken. Chloe first to push her way on up. Nice headshots will take down Kath, so decapitating the Viper. Unfortunately, TSM, they just always find a way to battle back. Nice sheriff or Marshall shot, excuse me. Ooh, as Dodonut gonna go back to it. 2 kills with the Marshall. And now only 2 stands. Slandy and Luna Fox use the weapons to be hot early in the first half, but unfortunately they're just not enough. The force, it falls by the wayside. It's a near flawless. It's TSM to 12, and it's Misfits Black. Backs against the wall here on Breeze.
It's a match point already, and it seems like it's happening so fast because TSM, they just want to get this over with, this Breeze. And we talked about it at the beginning, right? We don't really know what to expect. We know that TSM has been playing in other tournaments. They've been getting really good results, 1st and 2nd every single time. Usually 1st when Cloud9 is not playing, but for Misfits, they had some time as they got signed to train to go under their coach, and that meant not so much of that tournament practice, but everything that was going on behind the scenes. And for Breeze, so far, it doesn't seem to be finding an answer for Misfits. One more to go. TSM with all the potential, with all the aggression, and a Bladestorm as well to complement it.
And Maddie, you see, she's thinking through setting up on this chamber on the attacking side, but immediately punished. The thought made for her. She's gonna have to try again in the next round. Should there be a next round? But Leah Panda has something else to say about it. With 28 HP, she looks to go up and over the top. It's the Guardian for one. It's Athena to close us out. It's TS.